live. Well, I mean, yeah, I should be live. And I don't have a plan yet. I don't know what we're going to play. I'll wait till chat shows up. I am so tired. But I'm here. That's what is important. And I'm going to say all of this again. Well, I won't say this part because I'll do my intro. Howdy, 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 folks. Let me make sure I got the right microphone on. Because if you can't tell, I has a new microphone. Now, I tested it. It sounded good to me. But the last microphone, which was up here, hanging out, chat, there was quite a few people in chat who complained. I think it was headphone users. I'm not 100% sure. Complained that the microphone had a weird buzz noise. And I could never figure out what it was. Then I did some research and found out, well, that's just how that microphone does. And the way to get rid of that buzz is above my pay grade because I am not, in any shape nor form, a audiophile sound person. It's too much over my head, so I had to get the plug and play, and I tested it. It sounded good. But yes, howdy, folks. I am your hostess on this, whatever day this is, Friday. Kylie Wild. Normally we do a Frightening Friday. But I'm currently doing a game that's very, very popular with our lovely viewers. And I'm going to wait until they're all back here and done with their travels and their holidaying. And then we'll do Resident Evil 7. But as this is a kind of, it's not even going to be a full stream. I think I'm only do about an hour. Of course, I say that. No, I'm trying to say 8 hours, but no. But I'm gonna do about an hour. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If no one shows up, I'm gonna play Hitman, because that's how I roll. And if you are visiting from YouTube or one of our very fabulous VOD watchers, I will learn how to talk. I don't know when. At some point. But you are very welcome here. Thank you so much for everyone over on YouTube who is watching the frick out of my videos. I mean, it says it there, but here too. I got a notice from YouTube today that said I had 320 hours this month alone. I was absolutely floored by that in the best way. So I cannot thank you guys enough. Over here, we are still getting closer to being an affiliate. I'm tired, so ignore all my stuttering and my lovely little speech impediment that likes to rear its little head. But yeah, so we're ever approaching affiliate status here on Twitch. Hello, Nana. The mod has arrived. I am doing well. I'm very tired, but in a good way. I'm going to get you to do a few things in chat because I have been working on some stuff. But yes, this is just a kind of thank you to all the people, all the folkies over on YouTube. Oh, that's what I was saying. We're getting ever so closer to affiliate here on Twitch. Last I checked, we have to get 3 average viewers. I could have swore 110,000 bazillion pound yen that we had to have hit it because I have streamed almost 20 hours alone in the last 2 days, and I don't think we had less than 3 at any point. This is an assumption on my part because I don't monitor my streams as they happen. We are at 2.72. Yeah. So that means any day now. But I do have so many things I've been working today, but I need a full day of working in here to get things. Yes, so close, says Nana. Now, Nana, let's see if this is going to work. Can you type in chat GG? You can do all caps or whatever. I want to see if it works. Now, I assume there is going to be a delay between typing in chat and then what happens here. See, that's what I was worried about. That it might not work. I probably have to restart my computer to make it work. But I'll show you what it's supposed to do since I have my little board up right here. So in the future, after I restart my computer, this is what it's supposed to do. Bueno, Brintamente, how are you today? Today. And this is, let's see. What else have I got? I have something else. Oh, yeah. So eventually, again, I'm pretty sure I just need to restart everything to get it going. We can also do LFG, which will be, there's going to be so many. And then when we start doing subs, it's going to evolve in a rainbow. And when people follow us, you're going to get a little kiss. Just a little thank you. So that's some of the new things that are happening. Oh, and I have a new, I'm speaking on a new, obviously it's a new mic. How does it sound to you folks? Is it clear and crisp and not making that annoying ringing sound that the other mic made? Because I'm doing that. And then tomorrow, like I said, I'll have all day to work in here, and I'll have a new camera. Brent says, I'm okay. I was supposed to have the house to myself, but my stepdad decided to work from home, and a neighbor came to do laundry because their washer broke. See, that's one of those annoying things. When I want my alone time, I don't want to be bothered. So I get that. I so understand that. So because this is not what I would normally do on a Friday, I thought I would leave it up to chat. If we want to, because I'm probably going to stream about an hour, maybe. Then again, I could get in the groove of it and it can go 8 hours. That's what she said. But I was thinking we can either do another Powerwash Simulator Shrek map level or some random Hitman stuff, just because I always can use that for content. And then also we can start the game that I want to do for Weird Wednesday next week. And it is a pretty well-known game, but it is old. And it's called Oxenfree, I think. Let me think. Yeah, Oxenfree. Which is a narrative-heavy kind of click and point walking simulator thingy. So I let chat decide if they care what I put forth in front of your eyes. Because I play games. That's what I do. I play all the games because you love all the games. Powerwash Simulator, says Nana. I am so on board with that. Which means since this is not our usual Frightening Friday, which will return next week, I just felt like this was probably not the Friday to do the finale on. And don't forget, we're going to go straight into, next Friday, we're going to go straight in from the main story of Resident Evil 7. We'll then start the DLC for Resident 7 as decided by chat. So this we'll do this. I was going to do this anyway as a talking stream. On a talking stream, the game's really not the focal point. It's you get to say and talk about anything that's happening in your life, any hobbies you want to talk about, any special interest, any minutiae, or deep discussions. I love talking, philosophy and personality and science and all that kind of stuff because I'm boring. So boring. But you can say anything. You can ask me questions. And their only rule is we don't hurt other people. I am going to apologize that I'm stuttering a lot today. There's no reason for it. It's just sometimes the whole speech impediment thing just goes, hey, you're tired. I know what I'm going to do. So I am going to start up Powerwash Simulator, and then I'll forget, I bet, to switch the camera to game. Also, where did I put it? I might have just launched it from. Oh, there it is. But I do hope everyone had a lovely time over the last few days, whether you celebrate it or not. Pylord said, "Oh, hello, Pylord. Sorry, chat was messing up for me here, but in a loud environment, so can't hear very well. That is a-okay. That's a-okay. This is kind of a just chatting, me messing around, me farting about, as they say. Not on stream though. No, I'm kidding. Yes, chatting stream. So chat, you get to talk, and I'm gonna turn the reins over to you, and then as we get going, you can talk about anything and everything. Thank you for our call-in show. I am your agonyette. Caller, go ahead. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna play some Shrek. Shrek Power Washer Simulator. That's it. Juggle weird and wonderful cleaning jobs. I love that phrase, weird and wonderful. Can't imagine why. Yeah, well, days, Shreky. That means I gotta pull up chat, idiot. Oh, like, wait, where's my chat? Yeah, it's on a separate thing. You really are tired. Yes, I am. Okay. Okay, because I'm not going to be using a controller. Let's see if we can do this and balance everything precariously. Oh, no, I got to move that. We're going to have so many cool things in the coming days. I'm going to see how well... Again, please let me know, since this is a new mic, I'm not sure how... Whoops. Great it is everything. Don't disconnect. Okay. I hope it's not too loud. I hope you can hear me. I hope it's crisp and clean. So crisp. I'm not making a weird buzzing noise. Like the other one did. Okay. Fiona says, Hansel and Gretel's Holiday Resort. Nana says, so I've been thinking about getting into the show Captain Tsubasa lately. Tsubasa, I've heard that before. What's the premise on that? That one. I'm pretty sure I've heard of that. Wash a lot. Well met. Oh, that's Fiona saying that. I know that everything that happened with Farquaad at the wedding wasn't ideal, but at least he finally got to be part of something much bigger. Oh, is that a short joke? That's not cool. Anyway, Shrek and I have had the most amazing honeymoon. I don't want to know that. Mud baths by fairylight, picnics by the sea, banishment by angry villagers. Pure bliss. But time flies when you're having fun. And now that we're due to check out, the love goggles have come off, and I can see the mess we've made. Shrek's not bothered. Says anyone renting out their place to a pair of loved-up ogres is asking for trouble, but, well, I disagree. I love that. A pair of loved-up ogres. So good. Nana says, it's an older football anime that got remade into 2018. I'm not a football fan, but the fact that they have superpowers makes up for it. That's why I have definitely seen that, like the promo for it. I've been watching some YouTubers play the game, and it seems like a lot of fun. Well, yeah, I've definitely seen that in the recommendations. I just can't remember anything about it. Well, I think you should do it, and then let me know how good it is. I'm currently... I get on this kick. I don't know if this is a me thing or an everyone thing, but I get on a kick where I don't want to watch fiction. I don't know why. So I've been watching a lot of documentaries and like true to life type things, which is, it's cool. I don't want, it's too big. It legit is. Actually, do I want to? I am going to use this. I'm gonna use my controller. Watch everything disconnect or fall over because I need to do all kinds of things. Oh no. Okay, nope. Looks like I will not be using my controller. I will be using this lovely thing. Oh my gosh, can you guys hear the game? Because I can't. I do. I don't know if it's a crossbow or a sword, but it's cracking me up pretty good. Options. Audio. Are we muted? I'm a bit concerned. I don't think we have sound. No, I don't want to quit. There's no sound. Let me think. The long pointy bit tends to mean sword. Does it? Does it do that? That is wild. Let me make sure. I wonder if because I've switched mics. Yeah, that's great that it's using a microphone, but can we, like, open sound settings? This is so fun. I know it is. Right. No, we want that. It is set wrong. Testing. There we go. I did it. I did it by myself. I'm very good at things. No, I'm not. I'm not good at anything. Yes, now let me know if it's too loud. See, we got there in the end. Yeah. Woo, look at me and my long sword that's spurting out stuff up here. Oh, what is wrong with me? Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of true life stuff. I'm not the biggest, like, true crime type person, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make sense. So I don't tend to watch that. I have to remember what. Aha! There it is. I like a short sword. And I find that strange because I absolutely love fictional TV shows about murderers and criminals and stuff like that. Love all that stuff. But only fictional. And I think it's because I don't want to believe that real life humans are capable of being like that. But they very much are. So I did end up watching one murder documentary. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I like the idea of putting clues together, though, to figure out who did it. But then, like, it starts to dawn on me it's a real person that really died. I'm like, uh-oh. Maybe I don't want to know this. Get that underhead. Yeah. Oh, goodness. But there's, like, that crazy, mysterious thing where there's a hotel. Some of you will, I'm sure, be familiar with this. There's a hotel in California, I believe. I can be Los Angeles, sure. Where the visitors start, or the people that were, like, you know, staying at the hotel, noticed that their water started smelling really bad and started coming out, like, brown and stuff. And no, that's that. So which one? Come to find out, someone had thrown a dead body in the water tower that was on the hotel. To this day, they have never solved who did it. And there's like this really kind of scary, unnerving, unsettling video footage of this person that was thrown in there in the elevator running away from something scary. See, look at me, I'm already getting nervous. And it just does not. I don't like that. That's weird. That's something that definitely fascinates me, though. Where people who have passed, died, usually like at home or well, mostly at home, and people don't find them for months. That intrigues me in like a morbid way, because it's like, especially nowadays, everybody's so online and on. Okay, why are you not? What did I do? I hit something that locked me. Why are you locking me? Uh-oh. There we go. Now fixed it. That's always been one of my fears, is that one day, because I am such a loner, a lone wolf, that one day I'll like hit the bucket at home and nobody will even know. Like, well, we didn't see her on, Discord or Twitter or Instagram, but she's not on there anyway. So we didn't know. When I was younger, I've always liked documentaries, my thing. But I used to be fascinated with two subjects specifically: spontaneous combustion and alien abduction. Don't know why. Absolutely. There was and I watched that horrible, okay, this is how old I am. I remember when they did this, but Fox did a alien autopsy, and they did it as if it were real. And I watched that sucker, even though I knew, obviously I knew it wasn't real, but so crazy. You can make fake documentaries, but they seem so real. And now I watched Spinal Tap, and I was like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever! Which, I heard they're coming out with a sequel to Spinal Tap. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Might be good, might be. And monkeys might die out of my butt, but mostly it might be. Okay. Oh, it's the box. Not. Oh, no, that is. Ooh. That's so dirty. Okay. But I'm always looking for recommendations of what to watch. And this is not knocking anyone that is an avid reader. Kind of jealous in a way, but I don't read. I don't have the attention span to read. And if I do read, it's nonfiction. Now, I've talked about that before. Anything else? I don't think so. But I do want to thank everyone again who sat with me through the last few days. I cannot tell you how much I miss you. Do not say this lightly. I will absolutely be giving back to you guys, because it's so hard for me to fathom that anyone's even remotely entertained by the insanity that I do. Oh, I'm not in the mic, so I'm not mic'd. I wonder. I know this is supposed to be a magical carriage, but I can't help but wonder, like, does it smell like onions? That could be good and bad. Onions while they're cooking smell amazing. Onions that have been left on the counter don't smell amazing. Or onions that you've cooked and then thrown in the trash instead of putting in the food waste. It's atrocious. That's one thing I'm super sensitive to is smells. Not really visuals. No, they don't really make me sick. Smells make me sick. Makes my belly go 246. I bet it would smell good, and I know this may sound gross too, but garlic. Garlic. I would ride in a garlic. I love garlic. Everything about garlic. Sort of cool. Well, everything about garlic is amazing. And then people would be like, oh wait, are you talking about like the ancient Celtic language? No, I'm talking about garlic, the thing that you eat and it smells good. They make food taste good. Although it probably wouldn't make ice cream taste good, maybe. There used to be this show. It started in Japan, like everything awesome does. But it did. It started in Japan. And then America did it. I don't know if Brits had a version or not, but it is Iron Chef. I was so obsessed with that growing up, like hardcore obsessed. The thing that was so the general premise, in case you don't know, the general premise is it's two like 5-star culinary expert level chefs. Pitted against each other, and in one giant kitchen, they each have their own crew. The master of ceremonies, in America, was Mark Dacascos, who is literally flippin' amazing. And the MC reveals, or the host or whatever, reveals the quote secret ingredient. And it's one ingredient, and yes, it's been parodied on Futurama at least once. I think they actually parodied it twice. At least once. So they have a secret ingredient, and they have to build an entire menu from appetizers to sides to mains to desserts centered on that one secret ingredient. Sometimes it's pretty dang, like, a walk in the park, because it'll be like, I don't know, oranges is your secret ingredient, you know, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's super versatile. They have done very strange ingredients, like, now remember, this is for all the courses. So, appetizer to dessert, sometimes drinks. Some people do drinks. They have done onion, and they have done prawn, crab, trying to think what that grossest one was, and I can't place it right now on the American version. But that means that some people have made stuff like onion ice cream, shrimp ice cream. I was more impressed though with the machines that they had there on set, because they had essentially what we would call an air fryer today, but you know, like a convection oven where everything cooks way fast. A lot of sous vide, and which is where you boil it in a bag, whatever ingredients you're doing, which goes faster because you do it in a pressure cooker. Pressure cooker then also makes it faster, because I think they only have something like 3 hours. I think it's a time limit, and it's like 3 to 5 hours. And they have to rush, and they have to plate it, and it gets scored on presentation as well as flavor, and like effort and stuff like that. And it was so interesting watching them be very creative with their ingredients and resourceful. Because then you think about it, like, back in the day, like, pre-modern times, Roman era, which is one of my favorite eras to discuss anyway, they didn't have, like, all the global ingredients we have today. That's why sugar has always fascinated me. Because sugar was brought to the New World, you know, in, like, I think the 1200s, around there. So up until then, people who did not live where, like, honeybees were, or I'm trying to think of naturally sweet stuff. There's something else, and I can't remember. But, you know, stuff like that. Their whole cuisine for that time, and historical cuisine, lacked sugar. Some of it lacked salt as an ingredient. Obviously, outside of the Mediterranean, you didn't really get garlic and onion. And so the food centered around whatever ingredients were available until, you know, like, the global trade started. Yes! Absolutely perfect fact. Pylord says, for a long time, tomatoes were considered poisonous because they were red, and red berries usually make folks sick. And the interesting thing about that is, now that we've progressed and become modern, and we can kind of analyze, we group animals and plant life into, like, genus and species and all that kind of stuff. So tomatoes belong, I believe I'm correct about this, tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, as do potatoes. I think tomatoes do. But yes, for a very, like, millennia, people believed tomatoes were poisonous, potatoes were poisonous, which they can be. Once they turn green, they are very toxic to humans. And, you know, other things like that. I think one of my most fascinated food-related facts, yes, I obviously do love food, is that people, ancient people, would also eat foods like, I think it's the Greeks who ate walnuts because they look like, you know, when you take them out of the shell, they look like a human brain, you know, from their limited, you know, knowledge. And so they assumed if I eat a walnut, I'm, you know, doing good vitamins or whatever for my brain. Turns out they're not that wrong, because I believe walnuts, like most nuts, are high in, like, omega, I think it's 6, that's the brain one. 3 or 6, I think it's 6. So they weren't entirely wrong, it was just their idea behind it was a little bit more archaic, you know, basic. But I'm fascinated by that, because I think if I did live back in the Grecian times during, you know, BC and all that, I would have ate a walnut for my brain health, because it looked like a brain. Like, that's logical. So, I don't fault anybody for that. And obviously, certain mushrooms were quite poisonous, and some made you feel really good. But I got curious once, because I'm forever curious. It doesn't stop. About when did humans start to cook their food? Like, when we know, because obviously we can't know everything. They originally thought it was not that long ago, you know, like 3000 BC or something. And then they found a settlement, an ancient settlement, and I'm sure that it's in Mesopotamia, which is the cradle of civilization. But they found evidence of people cooking their food, and we're talking tens of thousands of years BC. And that right there, it shows, which is so obvious, but humans don't change. We're the same. We're the same as we always been. And I just, like, there's a weird kind of comfort in that. Unless you see it at Pompeii, then it gets a little bit disturbing. Because you're like, oh, is people were just like us for real. And then they died. Which everyone does, but I mean the horrific way they died. Or something I recently learned, and if anyone's got weak stomachs, I do apologize ahead of time. They found or figured out, it's recent to me, they may have known this for 20, 30 years, I have no idea. Jamestown, which is the first settlement, not that Jamestown, but Virginia, was the first settlement in America, I believe, from, from the British side of things. I realized, like Vikings and all that stuff had been to America several thousands beforehand. But they arrived, they're mostly just like middle class people with an adventurous spirit. They didn't really know how to farm and stuff. And the ones that did, even they didn't come prepared. Because how can you? You wouldn't know the weather patterns and stuff like that on a new land. So the first winter hit. Apparently, a lot of people died. And they ran out of food. Can you imagine what happened next? They eated the people. They died. I mean, they had to. But it's still just like horrifying. Horrifying. Cause like, how do you come back from that? Or the opposite. What if it was really good? And then they get rescued and they're like, 2 years down the line, Bill's ribs. Hey, they were really, that's probably the best ribs I've ever had in my life. Okay, I know there's something wrong with me, but still, think about it. Oh, what if it's like the best meat ever? And you never get to have it again unless you're, Hannibal. But, these are the things that I think about. So, ta-da! But the way they figured it out, and this is, again, it's disturbing. No! I fell off the ladder! No, you have to go. Why are you not climbing up the ladder? Okay. I want to be on top of this. I hate you. Yeah, so the way they figured it out was they found what they assumed or have deduced is a 14-year-old girl from the first winter. And she had, like, butcher marks. As if she had been, sliced up like a cow, or... Do we eat cows? Bull. Whatever we eat. And, what a fucking stream to walk in on. So, I was, like, horrified when I read that. Now, they do think that she had already passed, and from something else. And they weren't killing people to eat them. They just happened to eat them. Humans, huh? I can't live with them. Can't live without them. Oh, goodness. Goodness. What a sound. This story, did I watch it on Netflix? I can't remember if it was on Netflix or not. It was 70s, I believe. And I think this wealthy man owned a yacht. And I believe he took his wife and his kids with him. And had a captain. And I want to say a best friend or so with him. The captain was an alcoholic. I don't know if he was drinking when the accident, but an accident happened. A lot of people, like everyone drowned. Except this like 14-year-old girl. I think she's about 14. She ended up not only surviving the ship like capsizing or whatever, I believe she survived in, I could be conflating two stories, but I don't think I am. I think she survived the actual like Amazon for like 3 days. I might be conflating two stories, but either way, a very young girl survived on her own in very dire circumstances. Nobody else survived, and they're just like, wow, like, how did that, you know, like, how did she have the resources and the wherewithal? It's like, oh, that's awesome. That's really, really cool. I wonder if I am conflating two stories. Not sure. Wow. No. There. I just realized I'm wearing armor. That's why it's clinking. Clink, clink, clink. Interesting. I like how you think about some really weird stuff. I do. Like, you know, it's important that you have a zombie apocalypse plan. I'm just saying. Everyone should have that. You should think about it. You should devote brain cells and time to having a zombie apocalypse, you know, survival plan. Which reminds me, I might get Project Zomboid and have that as a Saturday game as well. Tyler says, you're a knight of the power washers. Knight of the round power wash. No. That would be funny, round power washers. I don't remember what I was about to say. Ooh. Is this... Is ogre snot another word? Nope. No way. Any way I phrase that, it's gonna sound horrific. Sometimes you do think about it. You know? Like, wow, they really went to know. Shrek says, I don't know why you're bothering. The place looks fine to me. Huh? There's that Shrek. I love it. My lord says, arise. Arise, Sir Kylie. The one thing they didn't fuck up on Game of Thrones. On the ladder thing. Ladder as in later. Oh, I was gonna bring down... I'll save it. Save it for either tomorrow or Monday. I am going to be redoing this whole area that you guys see. Make it a little more streamlined. And show off a little bit of my... Well, that's going to come out wrong. Show off a little bit of my goodies. And split. Goodness, that's a gingerbread. Wait. Those are either gingerbread or graham crackers. Which, weirdly, the UK does not have graham crackers. I think the closest thing to graham crackers are digestives. Because the digestives I had the other day, the gluten-free ones, taste exactly like graham crackers. Which means I can make s'mores. I tried to make s'mores here for one of my dinner parties I used to have when I had friends and connections and before COVID. It's the devil. But yeah, I was gonna make s'mores, and then that's when I learned, oh, UK doesn't have graham crackers. So I did just use digestive biscuits. There's such a weird name for a food product. Pesky ogre not hanging out under the eaves. Yeah, turn around. Turn around. I got it. Turn around, bright eyes. So, next week we go back to our regularly scheduled program with a new FPS Monday. There's been some that have come out that are more multiplayer. Not sure I really want to do a multiplayer that isn't a community stream. It just seems like it would be very boring for people to watch. But when we start doing community streams, like we'll definitely do Warframe and all that kind of stuff. I've rented and whatnot for literally 5 years. And that's what we'll do. On the other side. Oh, that's the whole kit and caboodle. Nope, that's not what I meant. This. I don't see anything. Can I get it? Oh, no, I got it. Oh, okay. Well, fine. Fruit icing. Oh, I wish I had it. I ate so much, like, dessert type stuff yesterday. I think I stopped making gluten-free cakes. I don't want to do that much exercise to allow myself to eat all of that. I'm lying, I do. I absolutely freaking love, well, specifically, somebody told me that on Christmas Day. The family that was very kind to invite me over. They were like, why do you pay so much for your gym membership? You could just go over to, whatever, LA gym or whatever. I don't know what gyms are around. And it's like a fourth of that cost. And I'm like, yeah, but all my friends are there. And I like the whole philosophy behind it. We do hardcore stuff. Like, hardcore. That would also be weird to walk in on me saying that. But obviously, I mean workout. And that's all because when I'm 64, I want to be able to move and be independent and take care of myself for as long as possible. So I do very difficult workouts for that reason. Now, I have not done one all this week. I haven't even rowed this week, and I try to row at least 2 to 3 times a week. I have my own little concept too about that. But, see, I was reading it this morning. It bums me out a little bit. It's that gal who was a trainer, or is a trainer or something. She was in her gym, and she's an anecdote I was reading. She was in her gym, and apparently a lady was being trained by another PT, another personal trainer. And she looked at this girl and went, okay, like, I do not, can we just not ever do squats, because I do not want to look as manly as she does. I don't want her legs, her muscles in her legs. I don't want that for me. Which flabbergasted everybody, because there's 2 reasons. One, there's probably several reasons, but one, you have to work really, really, really hard, especially as a female, to develop muscle definition. For years, for some reason, this myth was perpetuated that if a female just picks up a weight, a little hand weight, she's going to magically turn into this buff goddess, Linda Hamilton T2 stuff. That's not how that works. And also, there is a genetic component. Some of us are very lucky. Well, it depends on how you see it. If it's luck or not. But I thought that is terrible. That is terrible. Don't say like that. Don't comment on people like that. But I think I'm more sensitive to it because I have fought that my entire existence. Definitely since puberty hit, because I just got really, really tall and really, really strong. And then suddenly people were like, ugh, I don't want to be like that. I want to be girly and stuff. And it's like, I am girly. I am. I just happen to have really nice biceps. Oh my gosh, donuts. Oh my gosh, I didn't know it was going to be this type of stream. Donuts are something I super miss, having to be gluten-free. I suppose there might be a little slight stain in front by the decking too. Oh, Shrek, you and Fiona, y'all. I don't know if I need to know this much about you. I was boiling up some slime-covered toadstools for a late not hot toady, and it exploded everywhere. Really caked itself on the wall. Then it really caked itself on the wall. Sorry about that. Shrek, something told me it wasn't cake, and it wasn't slime-covered toadstools. Well, Nope. I'm going to be good so YouTube will stop yanking my videos. Yes. I have Brussels sprouts, leftover Brussels sprouts for breakfast today. Brussels sprouts with bacon. It was good. I'm not gonna lie. I like Brussels sprouts. Did not know that till I moved here. Sound stopped. I wonder if... Because sometimes the maps will have little interactive elements. Like in one of them, on the original storyline, like main plot or whatever, you can spray a cat. Spray the cat. And it makes them get up and move, and you get an Chivo for it. I'm worried that if I stream for more than an hour and I don't have 3 people, I'm worried it will take down my average. I don't know. I don't know how they average it. I don't know how averages work. I just don't know how what their formula is. Their estimate. But I definitely wanted to show my face, as they say. And of course, all you other people in chat, you guys make me laugh so much and bring literally no cheese, spark of joy in my life. I can't. I have to be super good now. Because my trainer will return in a 3 seconds. And then he gets back. I think, wait. I think he will literally take my house. Because I promised him I would be good. I was. I didn't drink that much this time around. I did eat lots of cake and box. Oh, and then someone gave me a box of gluten-free iced mince pies. I think they were disgusting. I definitely passed those on because one pie has 350 calories. Yeah, might even more. And I was like, oh my gosh. If I eat 2 tiny little mince pies, I've eaten my calories for definitely a full meal. Oh, I'm not gonna be having these. think too. And it says you would think gluten-free would be low-cal. You would think so. There's another thing that I thought surely calories would go down in, and that's pasta. Gluten-free pasta, which is usually made, not always, but you can make it with different types of quote-unquote flours, but it's almost always cornmeal and rice. Cornmeal and rice apparently have the same caloric value as wheat. It's just like, oh, it sucks so bad. Ooh. Bread's the same too. Except for there is a brand of gluten-free bread that I really enjoy. It's made by the main company called Char, S-C-H-A-R. And they're tiny, the bread's tiny. So they're only like 50 calories as opposed to 100. So I can pretend and fool myself that I'm eating so much, bread. Oh, but I'm really not. Tyler says, so when you mentioned chocolate last night, I went and stole back a chocolate orange and ate it in bed. I must have dropped some because when I woke up in the morning, I thought I'd crapped the bed, but it was just melted chocolate. Ah, that's amazing. So that reminds me of my favorite movie of all time, believe it or not, isn't Deadpool, though Deadpool is up there. It's actually a movie called Dumb and Dumber, which the younger generation won't know of, but I think most of us do. They came out with a fake sort of, well, it's not fake, but a prequel of sorts. Not Dumb and Dumber Part 2, not that. This was supposed to take place. The prequel, set in the 80s. And like Bob Saget was somebody's dad in it. I don't remember. He was always somebody's dad somewhere. But it wasn't that great. Bottom line, it wasn't that great of a movie. It wasn't awful. It just wasn't what I love about summer. There is one scene that cracks me up. And that is where I want to say it's Harry, the character Harry, actually, because he was the one that did it in the original Dumb probably was him. And he's eating a chocolate bar, and it's melty. I guess it was in his pocket or whatever. And he gets it like all over his face and all over his hands. And he starts wiping it. I think he even like slaps the wrapper on the wall or something as well. But anyway, so he covers the entire bathroom in chocolate, trying to get this off of his hands and his face. Bob Saget walks in and goes, "Oh my God! It's shit! Everywhere is shit! Every inch of this bathroom is shit! He's covered in shit! I can't believe it! Ah!" And I don't know why, because I'm have the emotional maturity and humor maturity of a 12-year-old. That scene does crack me up every time. And absolutely the original scene in Dumb and Dumber, obviously, where Lloyd gives Harry laxatives, and it's coffee, I think it was coffee. And Harry just destroys the toilet, and the girl he's going to, it's not really a date, but in his mind it's a date. So the girl he's going on a date with, he destroys her toilet, and it's so hilarious, especially as Jeff Daniels at the time was a serious actor, not a comedy actor. And in fact, I saw this in the theater with my mother, and I remember leaning over and telling her, that guy is the same guy that's in The Purple Rose of Cairo, which was one of her favorite movies. And she's like, "What? But he was so handsome in there." It's like, it's him. He's an actor. But yeah, and then so he just absolutely destroys that toilet, and then she knocks on the door like, "Are you okay?" or whatever. Just remember, don't use the toilet because, or just a FYI, it's broke. Just imagine how horrifying that would be. You're trying to be all suave and, you know, look good for your date or whatever, and she's like destroyed her toilet. It won't even flush. Oh, that scene, I wept. I cried. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. So if you're the younger generation, you haven't seen it, watch it. Dumb and Dumber. It's all puns. The whole, like, everything. And people like to say that puns and sarcasm are the lowest form of comedy. I don't know if that's true. I know that I love Monty Python, like, seriously. And I know that they're mostly puns. And I think, at the time, you know, like in the 70s, I think they were some of the most intelligent people walking around. It's mellowed with age, but I don't know. I think puns take an actually quick-witted mind. I don't know. People are weird. People don't get my humor at all. When I'm being sarcastic or even, well, they do get the puns. But I see it all the time on my shorts, and I feel like I'm being very clearly sarcastic and silly and over the top. And then people will reply in earnest, and I'm like, ooh. I was joking. Okay. We are two different ways. That's very good because Northern Ireland is all about puns. All about the puns. But they really, really are. We're actually just about finished with this level. Well, it says 67. Let's finish this like that. Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna go honk out after this. The button and it ain't showing me. Must be an overhanging. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the deck. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's deck base. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, cool, cool. Textures, railing. Whee! It's always weird to me. My nose, it just probably rubbed freaking lipstick all over it. The week that follows Christmas feels almost like a very strange out-of-body experience to me. It feels like time doesn't really exist. You don't really know what day of the week it is. And again, it's just me. It just feels surreal, you know? Like, nothing's quite. It's like a dream. Make sure we got all of that. Okay, we do. Now let's check. Yep. Yep. Alright, we're making good time, actually. More quickies! More serotonins! Ah! Characters should be serotonin and just in time. Shit. These are weird things that I think about. Proof icing though. Does that carry over to here? Yes, it does. Right. And a whole nother side. These might be a wee three. These might be a wee bit push. And Shrek. Shrek's a little bit. That's Shrek. Turn this stupid thing. Is it F? No. Ah. Girl. Whee! Yeah! Give me all the clean, little sparkly. Worried that if I go longer than 2 hours or whatever without three folks in chat, not in chat, sorry, viewers, lower my average. I get it though, like I really do get it, because you want people that are like actually dedicated to being Twitch streamers, you know? Twitch wants that. I get it. But they could be nice and have affiliates, and I'll make them all kinds of. But I really do thank those of you who have come out today. Because you guys are like, you never built. And I just blows my mind. It literally does. What about that? Ooh, there. So good. We almost done. Oh, no. It is underneath. Okay, so that's all done. Right. If it's for friends who do stuff together, U is for you and me. N is for anything and everywhere at all down here in the deep blue sea. Okay. Yes! Even more, yes. Actually, what I'm going to do is, nope, a little bit more. Tyler says, so I was thinking yesterday, you get tired and have to take a nap. You don't do internet dating, right? No, I don't tend to do internet dating, no. I try to keep an open mind about everything, but as a rule, I don't tend to. I am definitely not, that is for sure. Because then you're not the going out on a Friday night person. Not anymore. This is true. Unless it's like business related. I like business related. It's a good question. Tyler says, so how are you going to meet your mystery man? Thought of this myself. And I think... Oh, and I was like, I heard that without seeing chat. And I was like, who? Because he's like, I was legit about to ban you. I didn't know. You didn't know it was Tyler. I've thought of this as well. Because, I mean, I jokingly say, you know, like, the universe will make it happen. It's only a sort of joke. But, you know, nobody's gonna come ask you out while you're, yeah, exactly. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that is not gonna happen. Are you hoping, Pilot says, are you just hoping he will turn up one day in Lidl and ask you to reach something from a high shelf? No, I think wait. It says roof icing, but isn't that what this, maybe it's a different one. I think it'll have to be something, I mean, obviously gonna have to be something social. And I'm not a social, or as other people call it, antisocial. I'm actually very much a social person. So kind of what I'm hoping is that I'll go to like a gaming convention and someone will be like, I saw you from across the room, you tall goddess you, and I just had to come over and meet you. So cheesy. So fucking cheesy. But in all honesty, I do want it, I want it to be someone who can appreciate the fact that I'm a streamer and all the hard work that goes into that. Because a lot of people don't know that. You guys know that. That's because you see it. And someone who's obviously into video games like myself, which again is why I tend to not drift towards gym bros. That's not to say that all gym bros are not nerds. I'm not saying that. There are some geeky, nerdy gym bros. There are. I think there's one guy dedicated an entire website to that. That was in the early 2000s. I don't remember his name. But that's kind of my... What? Okay, so it must be that... Okay. Gotta find the right roof icing. That's kind of my deal breakers at this point is... It has to be someone who can understand the work I do on this. And also enjoy video games. Oh my gosh, you're not kidding. Pylord says, so chat up lines that will work on Kylie. 1, excuse me, are you the Hitman girl from Twitch? Oh my gosh, that would work so well. Even at Pete's wedding, there are people like, oh, you're Kylie, I watch you every week. On Rapid Reviews, and I'm a lurker. I don't talk or anything. I'm like, no, that's fine. And they're like, oh, it's so cool. And I was like, yeah, keep telling me how cool I am. Be impressed that I am a middle-aged woman who plays video games for hours. I'll tell you something else though. No kidding. Actual cheesy chat up lines work on me. Just I suffer for that stuff. Like cheesy ones, not like gross, you know. I was gonna say misogynistic, but I don't even know if it's that. It grosses me out. Sometimes it can. Front door handle and side eaves. Okay. Is it that one? No, that's the rear. Pyler says, I've already written that one down just in case. Ned says, oh, by the way, are you and Pete planning to go to the Debug Awards at all? I'm not sure yet. Pete wants to sit down and plan out our, like, convention schedule. Well, not just convention, but, video game attending schedule. He tried to last Sunday or whatever, and I was like, Pete, my brain is not here right now. You have to leave your number and take a message, and I'll take a message. Okay, so that's everything, right? Yeah. But, so I honestly don't know on that one. But I do hope. That's kind of what I hope. Since I can't have what I really want, then, you make do. That's kind of gross when you think about it. Oh, come on. That's a side eve. There it is. Are you my last bit? Oh, yay, we did it! Honeymoon with whom? Complete the Hansel's honeymoon hideaway job is the Chivo. Powder says, I think I'd be like, you decide and just tell me where to be and when. Did my thing go off? Probably not. Because this, it's a good game. Honestly, that is kind of, that is kind of me and Pete's whole thing. He always jokingly says that I'm the talent, and he does all the, you know, the housekeeping stuff, the, you know, scheduling crap, talking to guests, getting them on, lined up, getting our hotel rooms, all that stuff. He's just like, and then he does it like, wait, like a year in advance, and I'm having a heart attack. I like to be a little bit of an advanced planner, but we're talking like a month. Pete's like, now we're going to do all of the years planning, you know, the next meeting we have, and then possibly start on 2026. And I'm like, wait, I'm going to have a heart attack. That involves commitment, and I'm a commitment phobe. But I'm trying to think if there's anything I know. I don't know. I actually don't know anything. He's also going to be adding new segments this year to Rapid Reviews. And then we want to start a Rapid Reviews kind of community gaming, but I think he was thinking every 3 months. And also, he wants to try tabletop RPG type thing, which could be fun and cool and interesting. Yes, Tyler says, so he does all the planning and you just turn up and drink wine. Yes, 100,000%. That's all I do. And then sometimes say either really dumb shit because I just talk without a filter, or one-liners, sardonic one-liners. It is fun, I'm not gonna lie. But that brings our little stream today to a close. Oh, I didn't put my... Oh, you can't even see my microphone. That's why. I've got to get all of this arranged. There you go. That's so cute. It's a little heart. Yeah, so over the coming week, you'll probably start to see a lot of changes in the background for the better. Because I am preparing the fact that we're literally knocking on the door of affiliate. Couldn't think of the word. So I'm so excited! It's gonna be very cool. Very cool. And again, I want to thank you guys specifically because, especially these two right here, Pylord and Nana, but obviously Brent, everyone, just everyone who has supported me these last 5 months. Even if you're a lurker and I never know you're there, I don't know your name, I don't know anything, just hear me when I say thank you so much for supporting me and this channel. Because we're going to create a community where everyone is accepted, everyone is embraced, and we're happy and laugh. So yes, you can have bad days. Everyone has bad days. I had several bad days this last week, but it won't always stay a bad day. I promise. I do promise that. And I'll probably be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is 28th. Yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow. It'll be a talking stream. It probably won't be Powerwash Simulator. I'll probably pick something else kind of cozy. We'll see how that goes. I'll be back Monday with an FPS. Wednesday, we have Weird Game Wednesdays. We're going to play Oxenfree. We're going to start it and see how chat likes it. And Friday, Resident Evil 7. Finish it out. And if we finish it out, let's say, 10, 15 minutes into the stream, since we are at the end, we'll start the DLC. You never worry about the pilot. Says I'll be working, but I'll try and be on as much as possible. I always appreciate that so much. And thank you so much for, like spreading the news, but to your friends and fellow chatters that you've brought in. It's just so amazing. It really is. And I promise it's not empty words. I'm gonna give back. I will absolutely give back to this community. because of that. But I think I'm going to go sleep now. I haven't even eaten today. I had a giant mega Sports Direct sized mug of coffee. And that's it. So I'm going to bid you adieu, my lovelies. I say this every time. And I daggum mean it every time. You could spend your time with anyone in the world. And the fact that you spend your time with me means the world to me. It really does. So much. Oh, right. That's very true. Powers like non-UK people will be like, Sports Direct bug? Yeah, I'll need to bring that down. There is a chain, I guess, of stores called Sports Direct. They're kind of like warehouse sales. It's great, wonderful. For some reason, sometimes they give you, especially if you order online, they give you a free mug. Sometimes you can just buy it, but it's like $1.99. It's like cheap as chips or whatever, as they say. And it's a 20-ounce mug, which is about the size of my head. Yes, exactly. Pilar says, imagine a small bucket with a handle. Yes. It's so big that, how big is it? When I use a regular mug, I just, one-handed. It's just like, yeah, you talk about that. No, I have to do this. It's like it has to be supported, especially when it's full of coffee. So it's the equivalent of 2 mugs. Actually, I would say it's even a little tiny smidgen more. So it's always a joke around these here parts in the UK about the giant Sports Direct mugs and stuff. But yes. Yes, Phylor says it's so big you need 2 hands to hold it. Oh my goodness, I could so play around with that literally. But that's gonna do it for me. I am very sleepy, but you guys, once again, look at this. You always make me smile. I always end this. I've never ended a stream where I have not been smiling and laughing and just in such a great mood. You guys are just blow my mind. So you guys have been amazing. I'm probably gonna be back tomorrow. Definitely be back Monday. We are not doing rapid reviews, I think, for 2 weeks. I think we're taking 2 weeks off, I believe. So I'll probably be streaming on Sundays as well, because we gotta get this average up, even though I think today might have thrown it off a bit, but that's okay. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. So yes, you guys are amazing. I might see you tomorrow. Definitely see you Monday. Bye.